So, but the question is, how can you create a success marriage? Ako, I do believe success in marriage is not finding the right person.
Yes, but being with the right person.
No, not being with the right person, but being the right person.
Yeah, being the right person. We're gonna discuss here kung ano po yung makakabuti sa inyo. Some of the tips or some of the things that we're gonna say doesn't work for you.
Yeah, especially this also can work also for single people. So I just want to encourage you, instead of only listening, I encourage you to take a piece of paper and a pen so that you can take down notes, so that you can also rewind. And we don't expect that you will remember everything, but if you can remember one thing that can help you in preparation for your marriage or your life of union with someone, or number two, that can help you right now, presently, it will really be a blessing.
That's why we're gonna discuss regarding why marriage
Fails.
fails.
Yeah, so let's start. No, yung one of the highest, number one issue is the lack of communication. When you say lack of communication, nag-uusap naman kami. Kung kailan kami magbabayad ng kuryente, upa, bills, ang tawag doon hindi usap, transaction yun. Parang kayong business partner, ha? Di ba?
Araw-araw yun na lang pinag-uusapan nyo.
Yeah, the important thing for me in terms of communication, Jim Rod, is more of connection. Yung baga kindatan lang kayo, yun magkakaalaman na. O bigla na lang nagkakaroon ng silent treatment, ibig sabihin World War III na. Kung napapansin nyo to, no? Yung marami kasi tayo sa relationship, may expectation tayo. Pero iba yung reality. Na-experience na ba yun? Kanyari, ina-expect nyo yung asawa nyo, di ba, marunong magluto, magplancha, maglinis ng bahay, mag-alaga ng bata. Ang hinahanap mo, helper. Marami tayong expectation, pero ito yung problema. What if yung reality hindi siya ganun? Instead of you having a marriage na fulfilling, it's a relationship na disappointing. Diba? Parang nagsasabi mo, nagkamali ako. So that's the reason why na importante talaga na mag-communicate kayo. Sometimes kasi pagka parang pinababayaan na lang.
One of the things that we have learned in order for us to improve our communication is meron mo kami tinatawag na big rock, small rock. Ano yun? Kasi meron tayong mga triggers. Sometimes, yung importante sa asawa mo, hindi importante sa'yo, and vice versa. So, meron kami sinasabi, example, meron siya nasabi na going to be hurtful for me, pero hindi niya alam. So, sabihin ko, mahal, small rock yan. So, kumbaga yun yung code namin. Tapos, pag naulit niya ulit yun, the same situation, at naulit-ulit niya yung ginawa niya, sasabihin ko na, big rock na. Kumbaga, meron kaming level of coding para maintindihan namin yung isa't isa. The goal there is to be able to meet where our spouse is. Kasi, syempre, clueless naman tayo kung silent treatment, hindi marirealize ng asawa mo, bakit nga ba siya galit sa akin? Bakit ba ito yung sinabi? Kasi kailangan mong maintindihan where is your spouse coming from. That's why we make that code, which is the big rock and the small rock.
I really appreciate nun. So, I suggest na talaga number one, communication is key. Number two, main reason why marriages fail is the lack of joy. Kasi minsan, di ba, yung parang to be able to laugh in difficult times. It's not about happiness. Kasi alam niyo yung happiness kasi, don't search for happiness in life. Happy ka lang kapag may happening. Pag may nangyaring maganda. Paano na kung walang mangyaring maganda? Tuloy-tuloy ang pagsubok. So hindi ka na happy. But the joy is, it doesn't come from the outside, but it comes from the inside. Despite of the situation, even at difficult times, you have the ability to laugh. You have the ability to be able to overcome as a couple.
And you also have the ability to overlook offense. Kasi sometimes, di ba, may mga weakness tayo. Kasi the goal there is to be able to go through the journey of marriage. It's not always going to be blissful. It's not going to be always everything is fine. But then again, we accept our weaknesses. And sometimes we laugh about those weaknesses.
That's the reason why, di ba, we have a marriage vow that sinasabi, di ba, in sickness, in health, di ba, for richer and for poorer, na kailangan saan at meron tayong joy. The third reason why marriages fail.
Yes, ito, hot topic.
Lack of intimacy. Or in other words, adult naman tayong lahat, is what we call as SEX. No? Kasi, di ba, importante yan for couple, di ba, na magkaroon ng intimacy to enjoy the physical, the emotional, mental, and sexual bond. No? This is a unique item to couples only. Kaya, ito parati ko sinasabi, the sign of a happy marriage is dependent on the number of intimacy. Nagmamahalan kayo. May intimacy. Pero mahirap na magkaroon ng intimacy kung parati kayong galit sa isa't isa. So, importante talaga. That's also another reason, di ba, why marriages fail. And then, ito na yung siguro yung hot topic natin. Ito is what we call as the lack of money.
Ano-ano ba ang mga bagay na naging issue talaga? One of the, actually, yung paghihiwalay ay tungkol talaga sa pera, mahal.
Ito lang, magpakatotoo tayo. At least this is a good time for us to open this can of worms, no? So that we can really talk about this. Yung number one talagang major na killer talaga sa pera, talaga lack of money sa asawa, utang. Mas maraming utang, mas maraming away. Saka ito yung tinatawag nating financial infidelity. You may not be unfaithful to your spouse, but if you are spending money without the consent of your spouse, it's also unfaithfulness.
Hiding purchases from your partner, no?
Oo.
Kasi the one have that kind of situation, nawawala po yung tinatawag nating tiwala factor. So, dapat tayo, maintindihan natin yung tawag na money differences. Sino ang saver. So, kailangan natin maintindihan isa't isa kung ano ba talaga yung money personality na. Kailangan talaga pag-usapan.
Alam nyo mga friendship,
Sobrang timely to sa atin, no?
On the serious side, I really encourage as couples, every spending must be a corporate decision. Dapat mag-usap kayo. Maliit man purchase yan o malaki. Ang sarap din ng feeling pag nagkakaisa kayo at di kayo nag-aaway.
Next is yung dapat, yung pera talaga, pinag-usapan. Kasi I'm not sure, no? Ako kasi I came from a background of a family that we really don't talk money. How you plan, how you invest. I still remember na nung nagkaroon kami ng challenge about our finances. And then, we had a portion, specifically, na we could be able to get from our insurance company.
Ang storya nun, hindi pa nagpa-public listing ang Sun Life. Nakabili kami ng insurance. Bigla na lang na, yun nga, binigay sa amin, I think it was around 200,000 pesos worth. Sabi ko, paano nanggaling yun? Yun nga, nanggaling yan sa pinurchase nyo, tapos nagkaroon kayo ng parang shares. So, ever since na i-realize niyan,
nung nagkaroon kami ng struggle noon, challenge to sa finances, nakuha kami. So helpful in our journey at that time, no? At nakakatuwa lang. Kaya sobrang importante po na dapat nating i-discuss sa asawa natin yung kung ano ba talaga yung investment at maintindihan natin kung ano ba yung benefit na ito sa atin. Kasi sometimes ako, I really don't know about money. But then again, nag-grow ako dun sa portion na yun.
Serious no? Kaya nga it's very wise for you to plan financially. Kaya mag-usap kayo as mag-asawa. And then, ito na siguro, last two things no about reason why marriages fail is because of the lack of unconditional love. Ito guys, ito to ha. Love is not enough to keep a marriage alive and strong and healthy and stable. Again, it is not love. It is what we call as unconditional love. When you say unconditional love, sino na po sa inyo ang nagkamali sa tanang buhay nyo? Nagkamali kayo sa asawa nyo, nagkamali kayo. At nung nagkamali ka, gusto mo bang mapatawad ka? Yes or no? Kung gusto mong mapatawad ka, the same measure that you expect and the same grace that you expect from your spouse is the same measure that you should also give when your spouse also make mistakes. Sana naman ito makatulong talaga sa inyo. Kasi ako, pag nagkakamali talaga, buti na lang, hindi ako kinokondemn ng misis ko. I just tell her, okay, mahal, ito yung nangyari. Pwede mo naman akong patawarin. Can you please forgive me? Because I did something wrong. Can you please forgive me?
Kasi lahat naman tayo nagkakaroon ng mistake. And definitely, gusto ko rin na pag ako naman ang nagkamali, when I go to him, magke-create din siya ng tinatawag na atmosphere of safety on his end. Kasi the goal there is, ang asawa natin, hindi dapat pumupunta kung saan-saan pag meron tayong issue sa buhay. Or even offense or unforgive or kailangan i-forgive na issue. Kailangan talaga, you have to meet where your spouse is. And definitely, the goal there is to be able to love despite of the weakness, despite of recurring sin or whatever faults that your spouse has committed in your life. Kasi, yun yung goal, di ba? Yun yung sinasabi sa, di ba? Sa hirap at sa ginhawa. In such a way that you will protect one another no matter what.
And then, always remember, reminder lang sa couple, no, that God has given us the ministry of reconciliation, not condemnation. Hindi yung pakita sa asawa mo na mali ka, tama ako. Mahirap. Believe me, it's easier said than done. But it will take a lot of grace from God. Si God lang talaga. God will give you the grace and the power to forgive if you're willing to let go and let God. And the last reason kung bakit naghihiwalay ang mag-asawa at di tumatagal, it's because of the lack of God. Sabi niya, it's easy to forgive but hard to forget. What the mind forget, the heart remembers.
Marriage is not about us. Actually, it's really not about us. And one of the things that, kumbaga yun yung cancer ng marriage, is selfishness. If we're only gonna think about what we can get out of this marriage and always to seek na ano na matatanggap rather than the beauty of serving one another, understanding one another, having compassion and be kinder with one another, dailiness of your life. Doon tayo, may hirapan. Selfishness talaga is one of pride, no, mahal?
Yeah.
Pride and selfishness is yung cancer ng marriage. If we're only going to think about na, nasaktan ako Novi hindi tama yung paano niya ako tratuhin or this is now, niloko niya ako So, if you're gonna focus on that and magnify more of that, sometimes kasi in marriage, the one that needs to be changed is you first.
You and I should learn and practice forgiveness. It's not because that the person who offended you and hurt you deserve your forgiveness, but you deserve peace. Hindi dahil sa karapat-dapat siya sa pagpapatawad mo, pero karapat-dapat na magkaroon ka ng kapayapaan sa isipan mo at sa puso mo. Bakit mo paparusahan ang iyong sarili sa pagkukulang at pagkakamali ng ibang tao? Siya na nga naging rude siya naging unfaithful. Tapos, ayaw mo pa, kikimkimin mo pa, ibabaon mo pa, sasamaan loob mo. And then once you are frustrated and angry, it doesn't only affect you, but it affects all the people around you. And you don't become a better person, you become a bitter person. If you don't learn and practice forgiveness, it is as if you drank poison and you expect the other person to die. Let the person who had no sin cast the first stone. Kung sino man sa atin ang hindi nagkamali at nagkasala, sige, pwede ka namang husga. I'd just like to remind all of you, again, God has given us the ministry of reconciliation. It feels good at times to kick someone when they're already down, to spit at someone when they're down. Kaya nga parati, my heart really goes to people who made a mistake. They want to go back, come back.
Yeah.
Yun talagang we need to extend our grace and our love and understanding to these people. Okay, so again, instead of love, you change it to your name. Di ba?
Yes.
Lem is patient. Lem is kind. Lem is gentle. Lem is faithful. Lem does not keep records of wrongs. So, ulit-ulitin nyo yan, araw-arawin nyo yan. Tignan nyo, magbabago kayo. Maraming salamat. Yeah, I encourage everyone, if you want to follow us as a couple, please do follow us at our social media channel. Sa lahat ng TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Bye! Maraming salamat!